Hey,
Hello, how's it going?
great. I'm sorry, I'm the first, apparently.
You're the first. I was about to say you're our leading lad. How are you feeling?
Great. It's a beautiful day out here in LA.
Oh, you're in LA.
Yep.
Okay, where in LA are you?
Like Ventura County, Westlake area. It's beautiful. So much nature. I love it.
That's unusual in LA. I feel like so much of LA is like concrete.
I love like nature. I just went up to like Morro Bay this weekend, did like kayaking and hiking, and so I like as much as I don't want to be in LA Central, like this is great. I'm like 20 minutes from Malibu, trees and nature everywhere here.
That is incredible. I go to LA like quite a bit because I have a few friends down there, and every time I'm in Malibu, I'm like, just my like pie in the sky pipe dream.
Yeah.
Is have a place just like near Nobu, so I can just like walk over to Nobu whenever I want. It's just like that place is so dreamy. It doesn't feel real.
I know. It's so amazing some of the areas you got here on the coast.
It's really incredible.
Like I was surprised at how beautiful Morro Bay was. Have you heard of it?
No, it's in LA.
No, it's like 3 hours north on the coast. It's a little south of Big Sur, so it's got like similar ecosystem. You got otters everywhere, seals, sea lions. Got this beautiful little bay. I did like this beautiful hike when like the storm was coming in, and I thought these were trails going down the cliffs, and I realize now that they're probably like just the rainwater, and you're not supposed to do that. But like I climbed down every single one, and like just got out to the like cliffs where the huge waves are breaking, and took some amazing pictures. I loved it.
You're gonna have to send me some of the pictures. I was seeing on your profile that you are like super into adventure, so I was like, I really wanted to hear about. I mean, we only have 3 minutes here, obviously, but what is your like favorite place that you have ever been to? Like the most beautiful place in your mind?
I think Haiti. I did
Wow.
trip a while back before like the big earthquake, and we got to like travel through the country on like these Toyota pickup trucks in the back of the trucks for like hours. We went up to this beautiful fort that was built like to fight off the French, I think, and no one that maintains it, so it's just like you could just go everywhere around it, like explore. There's no like guardrails or anything. You use the same bathrooms. It's great.
Incredible. Oh, I want to hear more about that. We only have 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was so nice to meet you. Thank
It was
you for
nice to
being
meet
so brave. Bye. Oh, you were so nice. Oh, that was a really good person to start out with. He's very adventurous. He's a good storyteller and super like captivating and interesting, and I just want to learn more about him. So I'm gonna say yes to a second date with Tom. Good start. Okay, all right, I'm feeling loosened up now. I got my Moscow Mule, I talked to Tom, and we are ready for round 2. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Not too bad. I feel
Good.
a little bit overdressed.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? No,
I feel-
I don't. I'm good.
Yeah, lean in, yes.
Gotta
No,
commit.
I was just talking to the team before we got on here, and I'm like, I put on jeans for this event for the first time since like March of 2020. So like I'm feeling overdressed. My body's not used to the feeling of jeans. Tell me your name. How do I pronounce your name?
My name is Anish.
Anish.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you. Where do you
You
live?
as well. So I live in just outside of Toronto in Canada.
Okay, you're a Canadian. I
am a Canadian.
love Canadians. I just every
That sounded way too forced.
Canadians are so great. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually do. I went to school just south of the border, like 45 minutes away from Vancouver. I guess it was like an hour. If we were like really speeding, it was 45. And every time I was there, I was just like, I don't want to go home. Like everybody here is so friendly. It's just, I really, really love it up there.
Oh, it's great. I think, the politeness is definitely something that's a lot more prevalent outside of Toronto.
Okay.
But otherwise, like anywhere else in Ontario, it's great.
Okay. What do you do in Toronto?
So I work as a business systems analyst.
Okay.
But outside of that, most of my time is kind of just spent. I do a lot of. I'm big into winter sports. So snowboarding. I like driving. I like to fly drones, but given where I am, I'm near an airfield, so there's a bit of a
no fly
there's
zone.
some laws, those pesky laws around those things.
Yep, that'll get you every time.
Honestly, it's truly a disaster.
Okay, yeah, no, I would imagine. Very cool. I would love to get more into snow sports. Like, I used to ski when I was a kid. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah, and I just haven't since because, like, I really don't like being cold, and I have really bad balance on, like, solid land.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it's on my bucket list to, like, at least try snowboarding as one of my items.
So I learned originally how to ski as a kid. And then somehow, despite the skis having those angled upward tips, I face planted.
Oh
I
no!
just fell forward, and I said never again. And I've just been snowboarding ever since.
That's the kind of thing if I'm not good at something the first time I tried, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. But what do you do?
Oh god, we only have 5 seconds left. I do a lot of things. We'll talk more.
Awesome.
Oh man, 3 minutes goes by so fast. Anish is very, very, very nice. I want to talk to him more because he's so engaging. The distance is large, and I am not adventurous whatsoever, but I would love to get to know him better. So I would say yes. I'm gonna say yes to Anish. Everybody is so stinking nice. Goodness gracious. I clearly need to get out of the little bubble that I've been living in.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
Going all right? How are you?
I'm good. Well, how do I pronounce your name?
Omri?
Omri. Okay, that's a great. Where's that name from?
It's biblical. It's a Hebrew
Biblical.
name.
Oh, Hebrew, Jewish. My family's Jewish. I don't practice, but my dad's side of the family is Jewish.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was looking at your profile and I saw that you are super into music.
Yes, very much.
So I have to ask if you could see any lineup of any bands or artists, dead or alive, 3. If you could only pick 3, who would be on your lineup?
Ooh, that's tough.
It's a tough question.
I'd probably say my favorite metal band, which would be Poppy, my favorite rapper, which would be Lil Nas X, and my favorite EDM producer, which would be Yellow Claw. So that would be my lineup right there.
That is a fantastic lineup. Lil Nas X, I am being able to support an artist for who they are too it makes listening to their music so much more fun. He just seems like such a cool person.
Very much, and just objectively, his music is just top of the line. It's
yes.
Just it's very musically interesting, as well as the fact that he can just be himself and not have to pretend, and he can create whatever art he wants, and he just does it, and it's always gold.
Yes, I know. He's incredible. He really pushes the boundaries, and it's fun to follow him on Twitter because he just really messes with all of his haters, and I love that kind of energy. I'm trying to harvest that for myself. It's just such a good way to be.
I wish I had the comedic genius that he does.
He's incredible. He really, really is. Okay, so you're into a bunch of different types of music. Do you have a favorite genre or just everything?
I wouldn't say everything, but I do have a few genres. I can't really say one is more my favorite because I do kind of have some key genres that I kind of go back and forth between.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of metal, some hard rock, EDM, some pop, rap. I also like some obscure stuff, like French and Turkish pop is that a lot of people in the States don't really listen to.
Yeah, French and Turkish pop. Is it does it sound super different besides being a different language? Is it a different sound?
A little bit. French sounds a little more like American pop, but Turkish pop is quite a bit different, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Oh, we're already out of time. It was so nice to chat with you.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Man. Oh God. See, I want to talk to Omri more. I feel like I feel like I'm like too much. I'm a little intense. But I want to be friends with Omri. So I don't want to say no. I'm going to say no, Omri. Just I want to be your friend. But I'm going to say no just because I feel like I'm a little overwhelming. Oh my God, everybody's so nice. This is going to be awful. I don't like being cutthroat. I know that I seem mean. Hello.
Hello?
Nice to Kelly.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I thought you might want a puppy break, so I brought this little puppy. I know you've been like speeding around, so this is puppy break corner.
That's the sweetest gesture that you could have given me at this very moment. What is this dog's name? Tell me all of the dog's stats.
Oh, is this Macy? She
Hi.
is like, here, let me move the camera.
Oh, look at that face.
She's like, I think she's gonna be like a permanent puppy. She's like 2 years old, but she just looks like a tiny cute puppy, and I think she's gonna stay that way forever.
Oh my God. Oh God, I love her.
So I mean,
thank you.
If your dog is ever looking to go on a speed date, teleport style, Macy would probably be interested.
Okay,
so.
Thank you for that. I'll let him know. He's a little old for Macy, but if Macy's okay with that, like I feel like Ruffin could also be okay with it.
I think she could swing that way. I mean, for the right dog. For the right dog, of course.
Right. Oh, for sure. Okay. I can talk about your dog all day. Tell me about you. Where do you live? What do you do?
I live in Michigan. I know that you have some people in Detroit. I'm not too far away from there, like an hour. I live in Lansing.
Okay.
I work in customer success, which is like for software, which is basically just being an empathetic translator. So it's like, because there's all the engineers that don't have personality, aren't extroverted, can't actually talk that well with people. And so they're like,
Yes.
We need some people that can, put on a good front and actually carry on a conversation. So that is essentially my job, to be like, hey, customer, what do you need? And then turn around and be like, okay, here's what they need. And I'm not going to translate back what the engineering speak is to you.
It sounds like you'd be really good at that. You're very personable. So you're like, I feel like you're in the right career.
Good, thank you. How is it going so far with you? Tell me about you.
Oh God, it's going well. This is fun. Everybody is so stinking nice.
Yeah.
Like, I was a little scared going into this because I'm a little harsh.
It's like Squid Games meets The Bachelor or something. I just feel like this is a very intense way to do it.
You're so right. That's exactly what this is. No, it's been a lot of fun. This is different, but I don't know. I love this kind of concept for an app. Like, I don't know, like hearing your voice and like seeing you move in real life is so different than just like a photo and like a couple of prompts.
And where you have to show up to a date and get the awkwardness out of the way, like in real time when you've had text. Yeah, I get it.
100%.
We're already down to 8 seconds.
I
knew
know.
Like my water could go for 3 minutes. So.
I know. So nice meeting you.
Yeah, you
guys picked some really nice people. I have to have a word with the teleport team. Everybody's so nice. I want to talk to Kelly again. Kelly came in hot with the dog. Kelly did Kelly's research. So I'm gonna say yes to Kelly. Oh God, that was so fun. I want to meet Maisie. I feel like Ruffin would really like her. I see a good future here. Hello!
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. I just got an ice cube in my mouth, which is the
that's
worst
fine.
way to start something out. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. Your name's... Do you go by Joshua or Josh?
Well, I kind of actually go by my Korean name, so... Which is... I mean, it's not in my profile, but yeah.
Okay, well how can I learn how to say it?
Yeah, Yechan.
Yechan?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you. Wow, I was like, I just butchered that. You're being very, very nice to me. Okay,
Oh, no,
very,
you're fine.
very
I
cool.
It's a foreign language, so I mean, I don't... you expect it, I guess.
Yeah, right. I just want to do... I don't know. That's awesome.
I appreciate you for trying.
Thank you. I saw on your profile that you cook.
I mean, mostly since I live at home, I mean, my mom cooks, but I mean, I do sometimes cook. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it said you were like the third best cook in your household, which is really because so am I. When I lived with my parents, I was like the third, fourth. I was way down the line.
Like my sister and my mom are much better cooks. I mean, I pretty much stick to stir fry. Let it.
That's pretty good. I'm big into stir fry.
It's simple. You just put vegetable sauce over rice or whatever.
See, it's simple if you're a good cook. I have messed up many a stir fry. Like if you have like a good wok, it feels like it should be pretty simple, and it's just not. It's an art. Stir fry art. Do you have any foods that you like hate, like you can't stand?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
Yeah.
Is it the texture?
That too. I guess the flavor too. I don't know. Also that and Brussels sprouts.
Okay, I can understand Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are one of those things that like they really like. Boiled Brussels sprouts are disgusting to me, but like roasted,
Really?
so good.
I've had them raw too, and I'm like in a salad, and I'm like,
Ew, raw Brussels. I don't know if I've ever had them raw.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't try it.
Okay. Those are both good answers. I also don't really like cheesecake. It's a little heavy.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I was scared because like some people really like cheesecake and they get offended.
It's a very polarizing food. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it is. Okay, yeah. There's just something. The reason I asked if it was the textures, every time it just makes me want to like gag when I
It's
try
kind of grainy, I
cheesecake.
guess.
What'd you say?
It's kind of grainy, I guess.
It is. Yeah, especially when it's not done well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, God, this time runs out so fast. It was
I
so
know.
nice meeting you.
Yes,
Thank
me
you
too.
so much for
Me
doing
too.
this. I want Joshua to make me stir fry. Oh, God, this is another nice person. Y'all, this is impossible. I'm gonna say no to Joshua just because I feel like I was overwhelming for Joshua too. But I'm just gonna have to accept that about myself. I'm just an overwhelming person. But anyway, I'm gonna say no, but obviously it's nothing to do with Joshua and everything to do with me. Oh my God, Ben. Ben!
Hello.
I got a comment on one of my TikToks being like, wait, is this the same thing that Ben Silver's doing? I'm like, oh my God, Ben's doing this? I was like, so excited. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. This is a good, like, I was like really in the groove of this, and then I started to get nervous again, but you've just calmed me down seeing your face.
Fantastic. I'm glad to help. It's got to be kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been so stinking nice, and the dates are so short. 3 minutes zooms by.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot of conversation, and I'm, like, realizing as I've gotten older, like, how quickly I burn out in social situations. I didn't used to be like that. So, I'm a little tired, but I am having so much fun, and I'm excited to see you.
Would you say that you're like a bicycle? Too
Ooh,
tired? It's my favorite joke of all time.
Call the whole operation off. The dates are over. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I didn't know this about you until I saw your profile, but you're big into astrology?
No, I'm not, but everyone who cares about me is, so I'm like open to it. So I have my like chart bookmarked because like I can't bring myself to hate on it because I'm jealous of anybody who can believe in anything. And like
Wow.
I could go on my rant. It's gonna last for more than the minute and 20 that we have left. But like I'm interested in it conceptually, and
Yeah.
I'm open to giving it the like. I mean, it's more real than trickle down economics is. Like
That's real. That's true. Okay, because I was gonna ask you if you feel like you're big. Do you know your big three? Like, have you heard about it enough that you know those things?
off the top of my head, I am a Virgo on the cusp of Leo.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that I remember. I will happily send you the link to my birth chart.
Please do, because I'm like a baby witch. Liz, who I do my podcast with, is like very into horoscopes, so I've been like getting some peripheral knowledge, and now I have a few crystals, so I feel like I'm like starting to become a little bit of a witch. So I'm really interested to.
Right.
And if anything, it's like even if it's not accurate, I feel like you learn something about someone based on how they react to their
Exactly. I made a TikTok about that once. That it's like she's not going out with you because you don't believe in astrology. She's not going out with you because you reacted to her mentioning it. It's just
yes, real prison.
It's like any formal system is going to get results if you do it the same way.
So real.
We're
oh my
gonna
god, we're
just get
done.
cut off?
Bye, Ben. You guys, I should have agreed to longer dates. This is so short. I'm such a huge Ben fan. I've always been such a huge Ben fan. So I'm gonna say yes to Ben. Just he's a good person. What he stands for on TikTok. If y'all don't follow Ben Silver, I don't know if he's still on or if he's gotten kicked off. I feel like all of my favorite creators are off of TikTok now. But yeah, he's a super great guy. It was nice talking to him. Kai,
Hey, Amelia.
how's it going?
It's going great. Honestly, a little nervous, but feeling good.
You're
Yeah.
nervous?
Yeah, but very good.
I mean, this is kind of nerve-wracking.
I mean, is it not nerve-wracking for you? Like,
I'm
slightly?
very nervous. I'm very, very nervous.
Sure,
But
that is common.
you know, I'm pushing through. I got my Moscow Mule. Anything's possible with a little vodka. That's what I always say.
You're killing it in the copper mug, no less. That's
Oh
very-
yeah, I have quite a few of these because I get only alcohol related things as gifts from people
Good.
at this point in my life. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you're killing it. Clearly.
Yes, thank you. Okay, tell me about you. I want to know in 2 minutes and 9 seconds where do you live?
Okay.
What do you do for work?
Okay.
And what did you want to be when you grew up?
All right. I love that. Okay. Let's see if I can get that all in 2 minutes. So, where do I live? I currently live actually in Seattle in Greenwood on Finney Ridge. Yeah, nearby.
I'm Finney Ridge. I'm like 5 minutes from you.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
What are you?
What?
Sorry, that's like a weird question
Oh,
to ask.
I'm
But what
in
neighborhood do you live
Fremont,
in?
but I'm like right on like
Oh, right on.
yeah, I'm like right on the corner of like Fremont and Ballard. I'm like really close.
Okay.
I'm in all of that. Freelard.
All right. Yeah, so basically, like, I'm just up from the lake, from Green Lake, and right on Finney Ridge. Near Ken's Market. You know Ken's Market? Yeah, everybody knows Ken's Market. I'm, like, new to the area, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, you live near Ken's Market. That's a cool spot. So that's my claim to fame.
Holy, where did you move from? Now I have like follow-up questions.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time. But
Yeah.
where did you move
So
from?
I moved from Big Sur, California, which I'm going to be surprised if you know it. Maybe.
Big Sur has already come up once on this group of
Really?
Yep.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I grew up there, which is kind of surprising because, like, it's woods and mountains. But, like, I actually kind of grew up a little bit at this retreat center called Esalen because my parents are hippies and therapists. And, yeah, so I had, like, a really unique childhood. So huge fan of therapy, huge fan of emotions, all that good stuff. I don't know, I have 43 seconds to answer the other questions.
We'll have to talk again.
Okay.
Okay. When you grew up on a retreat, like the way that is the most unique bringing up that I've heard in a very long time. Like, do you feel like a very calming soul? Like, you feel very grounded. So it doesn't entirely surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, when not managing my general existential anxiety, I like to think I'm a pretty calm person.
It's called balance.
Back and forth. I do my best.
I love that. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we live so close. We'll have to get coffee.
We'll connect. That sounds great. Good to
Okay.
meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Bye. He's my neighbor. He's like right there. Wild. I mean, yes, I would love to talk to Kai again. Also, like, what a cool way to grow up. Like, I would say, like, my mom is quite a hippie, but I didn't grow up on a retreat. I have questions. I have multiple questions. Also, I'm glad that he told me that he was nervous. I like knowing that. That makes me feel calmer, too. So that was fun. It was nice talking to Kai. Next is Will. Hello.
There we go. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I
Good.
barely made it, but we're doing great.
No, you know what? You didn't barely make it. You made it,
I
and
made
I'm
it.
so happy you're here.
On
Do you
time.
go by Will or William?
Both. Most people call me Will, but that's totally fine.
Okay.
I'll answer to either one.
Okay, cool. I was seeing that, I don't want to like really start laying in, but I was reading on your profile that you were a young man in the circus.
Yes.
Can you tell me about, I'm fascinated and I can't wait to hear about it. What was that? What does that mean?
Exactly what you think, minus the curly mustache, because I can't grow facial hair.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a horrible thing. But I had a friend who was part of the local circus in town, and I was the dancer, and he wanted help with these dancer lifts things. He was like trying to do some tango stuff, and he was like, how do I do this? So I went over and helped him. And then afterwards he was like, wait a minute, you're strong, right? And I was like, oh, I mean, I can lift stuff, sure. And he was like, do you want to be part of this circus? It's like, sure, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I get there and they're like, okay, what can you do? And I was like, well, I'm strong. Okay, cool. Roll this frying pan. Having never done this before, I was like, I mean, I'll give it a shot. And I did it. Just rolled a freaking frying pan right there. And then it evolved. So I would roll a frying pan. I would bend nails. So you take the nail and you wrap it just in some fabric. It's nothing like special about the fabric. You just like roll it up.
Don't wreck your hands.
So you don't wreck your hands. That's it. And then you bend it. And then rebar, I did the rebar through the teeth, like you do. So you get a tablecloth just so you don't have freaking rebar in your mouth. But then you just take it right there, and this is your focal point, and then you just bend it. I say that like it's nothing, but it was like a whole thing.
I was about to say, I'm like, my mom calls me spaghetti arms because I have no upper body strength. So, lovingly, she doesn't mean it in a mean way, but I am amazed by people that have that sort of strength. And to just be like casually asked, like, you want to come join the circus? Like, what a life experience that must have been.
Yeah, it was completely, utterly insane. I mean, the circus itself is just crazy. And then I'm a performer in the terms of acting where like, here's a script, go learn these lines, and then, you know, here is this person. And with the circus, they're like, what are you going to do? What are you doing? What's your act? Go.
Yep, it's so different. Oh no, we're out of time! I'm on the time! Everybody's just so interesting. Oh my gosh, his picture is him in the circus! What a cool person. Oh my god. See, okay, this is the issue, is like, I feel like there are people that are so great that I'm like maybe not super compatible with, so I suck saying no. Not that they would say yes to me, but like, you know, just from my perspective, I'm gonna say I want to be friends with Will, but I'm gonna say no. Oh my god! Okay. Andrew.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I know you.
I will occasionally send you like messages on Instagram, ask you questions or whatever. I sent a joking one to you today. I was like, oh, I hope you remember me or whatever.
I saw that and I was like, no freaking way! I didn't realize that you were a part of this. It's nice to like put a voice and movement to the face.
Well, I'm glad that you recognize like, oh, this is someone who's like watched my videos and that kind of stuff. You're hilarious. Yeah. So
I've seen your name pop up a ton and it means a lot, and I always feel so bad because I'm on my phone so much that I'm so bad at messaging people back. But you're always so nice to me.
Thank you, that's fair. Why wouldn't I be nice to you? Be nice to everyone. But yeah, congratulations on turning 5 people lined up to you into 20. Like, good for you.
Andrew, it's nuts. It's so fun though. Everybody is being so stinking nice to me, which I was not expecting.
It's not TikTok comments. People are gonna be nice and actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm used to. I'm just used to reading this like diatribe from people on TikTok. Okay, but anyway, I know almost nothing about you outside of what is on your profile, and I saw that you did research in the outside land.
Yeah, so I'm an anthropologist, and I look at the relationship between Canada and First Nations, so native populations in the U.S., and how they can improve their relations. So, like, national parks are great, and hopefully you love them. Hopefully everyone does.
Yeah.
But that's the colonial tool of violence of, like, taking Indigenous land. So how can we better incorporate Indigenous perspectives and decision-making and that kind of stuff? So, yeah, I did my master's thesis on that in anthropology. So, yeah. Oh, thank you.
What an amazing and important thing to get involved in. That's Good for you. And you feel like accomplished going through this. Like it's a master's that you got?
Yeah, I got a master's in anthropology.
That is not a small deal. Do you like?
Oh, thank you.
Do you
You're
feel
so
refreshed that it's over with, or like are you looking at steps?
It's so good to be over with. Like I'm excited for working with communities again. I was just working in northern Manitoba with the reserved communities on the census and that kind of stuff. So whenever I get to go around and be into the Arctic, whenever I can, just like get to meet people, connect with people. Like that's all that matters in life, right? Sometimes you only have a fleeting moment, but just say hi, get to know each other. That's what this is, right? So that's what I try to do in my life.
Totally. Yes. It's really important. I think that we forget, especially with how the internet is, because it's also like, it's not very personal anymore, you know?
No, and it's so negative.
Back to this.
Yeah.
It feels good.
No, this feels good too. It was nice to meet you. I wish I had more time. I had questions prepped and stuff, but we're so limited on time.
Steamrolled. I was just so excited to see you, but
thank you.
Now that I like know who you are, we'll chat.
Yeah, send a hi. It was lovely meeting you, Amelia. Best of luck.
Lovely meeting you.
Have a good one.
It's putting faces to names. Andrew is so kind to me. This is my issue, and I always say this. I said this is one of my deal breakers on apps. Is like I am so chronically indoorsy that I feel like I'm not a good match for people that are outdoorsy. Like I won't be able to keep up. But I want to talk to Andrew more. But I don't know about it being a match. Samuel. Hello.
There we go. Hey, Amelia.
How's it going?
Pretty well. How are you doing after your 9 speed dates? Still have anxiety going on?
No, I don't have much anxiety. I think a bit of that is the Moscow Mule, but
that probably helps.
There are so many. It's really nice getting an opportunity to talk to people that aren't within 10 miles of me. You know, where are you from? Where do you live?
Chico, California.
Chico. What's going on in Chico? What do you do for work?
I work at a scuba shop, actually. I got that started through taking a class at the college here.
Heck yeah.
I think you've never done any scuba diving then?
No. I've snorkeled. That's as far as I've gotten.
You should definitely try it. It's really awesome. We constantly do trips down to the Channel Islands. We're actually going again in December. But getting to go down there and actually swim with sea lions, like kneeling on the seafloor and having 40 or 50 sea lions just cartwheeling all around you is freaking insane. It's awesome.
That is I would imagine that would give you so much perspective on your human's place in the world. I don't want to get too deep, but there's just so much happening underneath us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty incredible. Okay. Very, very cool. Do you go by Sam or Samuel?
As long as I know you're talking to me.
Oh, that's a good answer. That is a good answer. Okay. Very cool. So you said you work at a scuba shop, or you train? Yeah. Do you give people trainings on how to scuba?
So unfortunately, I'm still working on my dive master certification. Right now, I just have rescue diver.
Okay.
But that's the end goal. We'll be able to do that.
Okay.
So,
very, very cool.
Engineering, but end goal while I'm there.
Okay. Wow. What a cool job to get into.
Right? And getting through that from just taking a class at a college. That was a whimsical class because deep water scares the crap out of me.
It's terrifying. Terrifying.
Well, yeah, there's things down there. So the deepest I've been is 103 feet down in Whiskeytown Lake. And it's pitch black, and you are positive that a tentacle is going to come out of nowhere and just grab you, and it's going to have a huge beak.
Yes.
But surprisingly, it doesn't feel like anything. You're down 103 feet and it feels the same like you're in a pool. It's just dark.
You know what scares me about the ocean though is that there's so much of it that we haven't explored. There is most of it we haven't explored, and that terrifies me.
And the things we keep finding. Have you looked at the squid? Squids are amazing. They're intelligent. They're fast.
So smart. Squids and octopus are. Have you seen My Octopus Teacher on Netflix?
I have not seen that one. I mostly watched the Novish documentaries.
Oh my god, watch that. We're running out of time. Watch My Octopus Teacher. Wow, what a note to leave off on. Oh my lord. Sam is so great. I sound like a broken record. I really don't mean to be. But everybody is just so kind. I feel like me and Sam probably aren't like a good match, again, from like the outdoorsy perspective. And I also, again, feel a little overwhelming as a human being. So I'm gonna say no, but I want to learn more about him because he sounds so interesting. Again, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing every time, but I genuinely mean it. Hi!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm doing well. My name's Jake.
Hi, Jake. It is so nice to meet you. Thank you for doing this.
Absolute pleasure to meet you as well. Okay, so I do not know what the other guys have done, so forgive me if I'm not original here. How are you with 2 truths and a lie?
Ooh, how am I like in terms of guessing?
Well, what are your thoughts on it first? Because some people hate it, number one, but...
I really like 2 truths and a lie. On dating apps, I feel like people use it as like a way to like brag, like 2 truths and a lie. Like I dated Miss America. Like, you know what I mean? But I mean, like, I'm so down. How about you go? I want you. Do you have 2 truths and a lie?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Number one, I once starred on the hit PBS kids show Zaboomafoo. Number 2, I was once airlifted out of a ski resort due to an injury. And number 3, I can only see out of one eye.
Oh, that's tough. These are all good ones. I'm gonna say Zaboomafoo is a lie. Which one's a lie?
It would be the airlift out of the ski resort. Thankfully, I have not been injured that badly snowboarding.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, if that's the truth, I have multiple questions. Okay, so you were on Zaboomafoo.
Yep, straight up.
I was on an episode of Zoom, so we are both...
No!
We are both PBS kids, baby!
Oh, that is awesome!
Love that! Oh my gosh,
Sweet.
Okay, so did you meet... What was this... Was Zaboomafoo a sloth? Am I remembering this correctly?
No, it's lemur.
Lemur, and that lemur recently died. I don't want to...
Yeah, so I'm from Montreal, so je peux parler français si tu veux. And they were filming one of their seasons here in Montreal, and my dad is in the pet industry, and they needed some animals to borrow for their shoot, and then they're like, hey, we need some kids. Do you have like a son or daughter like this age? And I happen to fit the bill, so I was in like the little part where they cut away to like a girl in her neighborhood doing stuff with animals. So
that is so stinking cool. What a cool experience to have.
I'm jealous of you being on Zoom.
It was like I donated a foot of my hair, so like I sent in a video.
Awesome.
And it was like I was one of the community kids.
For sure.
But I bragged about it for like all of elementary school. It was like my claim to fame.
That's what you got to do.
Definitely did. Oh, this was so fun. Thank you. You were the first person to do that.
Oh, awesome. Well, it's been very nice meeting you. Hope to talk again soon.
Yeah, thank you. My word. Oh, look. He has a, what is that? An alpaca as his photo. I really, really liked Jake. What a fun person. You know what? I'm going to say yes. I feel like me and Jake have a lot more that we could talk about. I'm going to say yes. Oh, I just love it. This is so fun. Okay, who's next? This is wild. Tom.
Hi.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Oh, I'm having fun. How about you?
I am also having fun. I'm so happy to see your face.
Well, you know, face, but
that's good. A lot of people don't like seeing their own face.
It's so true. I've never you know, I like the side of my face sometimes.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Keep that. Yes, love that. I mean, clearly I do too, since I'm like always taking videos on my phone. Okay, so I was looking at your profile and I have so many questions, but two of them, first of all, great profile.
Well, thank you.
And I'm not saying that to everybody, because there's a lot of really good like little tidbits. So you said Mark Hamill retweeted you?
Say who now?
Mark Hamill retweeted you?
Yep.
What did the tweet say?
So to preface this, I was working with a radio station at the time, doing some reporting. It was our station was in the northwest corner of Missouri, and part of our reach area was a couple of counties in southwest Iowa. So we went to the caucuses in 2016 to cover them live, and I was at an event for, I believe, Hillary Clinton. I was doing a whole bunch of live tweeting for it to reach out to everybody, and one of the tweets about one of the things that Hillary Clinton said got retweeted by Mark Hamill. So
you got like the twofer on like the dope people. You got like the Hillary Clinton and you got the Mark Hamill. Damn, that is a better story than I was expecting.
It was a pretty fun weekend overall, but that was definitely the highlight. That and getting a selfie with Josh Hutcherson. Yeah. Also happened.
Do you like working events like that?
I do. I love working events like that. It's so much fun to. I got my degree in political science, and so that was like the coolest thing in the world. But also just rubbing elbows with a whole bunch of people that it was just one of the coolest things in the world. So I enjoy it.
Amazing. Good for you. I was gonna say, because I worked in PR for a while, and working events was my actual least favorite thing ever. It's like the stress and like the just needing everything to go exactly to plan. I feel like I should like it because I did theater for so long, and that's how theater is too. But oh my gosh, the stress. So I give you a lot of credit.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, if there was a movie that was made about your life, who would play you?
Oh God. It depends on what stage of my life we were looking at. I want Meryl Streep to play me, like in my older years.
Sure, I get that.
Great question. Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's why I was a reporter for so long.
Oh, look at you! Oh, it was so nice meeting you. Okay, Tom, fantastic. People that are good under pressure in situations are attractive to me. God, I wish that I had more time to ask him questions. I feel like maybe like there would be like a mismatch personality wise, but he was so cool. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. This is tough. I don't like this. No, I do like stuff. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Good. I imagine it's been a full, however long you've been doing this, 40 minutes so far.
Yeah. Oh my God, it has been 40 minutes. It's kind of wild how quick time can go when you're just like chatting. But it's been a lot. Tell me about you. Where do you live? What do you do?
Yeah. So my name is Andy. I'm a Seattle local, born and raised here. Yes. What's up? Yeah. So I currently live in like Northgate area. I work in philanthropy for a musical theater downtown, Fifth Avenue Theater, if you're familiar.
I love the Fifth Ave. I just drove past the Fifth yesterday and I was like, that is one of the most beautiful theaters.
It's great. I love working there. I love the people. I've been there since I was an intern in 2014 and I've just hung around ever since. So that's, I work there. I've also worked at a couple of other theaters doing kind of random odd jobs. I worked over at Arts West in West Seattle, and Taproot Theater in kind of Greenwood area. But yeah, that's work in theater, so that's fun. In the like philanthropy, the donor relations associate.
Okay.
But one day I'd like to open my own theater company and do new works, because that's kind of where that's a really exciting part, is to see like voices and new artists get a literal stage to do their stuff on. So that's kind of the plan. But other than following you on TikTok, I don't actually know much about you. So yeah, what's your life? What's your story? How you doing?
It's just really fascinating to hear you talk about like you working in theater, because I have been doing, I stopped after high school, but I did theater from kindergarten through senior year of high school. So theater was my first love. And just like going to the theater and experiencing live theater, there's nothing like it, truly. I didn't even know that these theaters had philanthropy arms, so I want to know more about that. But to answer your question, I have not lived in Seattle my whole life, but I feel like I have. I've been here 16 years. I'm
Good
like
run.
10 minutes from Northgate.
Oh, nice.
So I'm very, very close to you. And I work in digital marketing, consulting for the Bureau of Prisons right now, which is a conversation for another time.
Sure, yeah.
Which is great. It's really, really great. I love it, but it's a lot for 10 seconds. But this is just never enough time to talk. But it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All the best on however many speed dates you've got left.
Thank you. Bye. Talk to Andy again. We have a lot in common. He lives so close to me. We have the theater thing. We have the like Seattle almost lifers thing. There's like nobody. There are no Seattle natives left, y'all. It is all Amazon people here. I'm gonna say yes to Andy. Super, super nice. I really want to hear more. Anybody that works in philanthropy, I feel like you have to, has a good heart. You know what I mean? All right. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, you come on here with better hair than me. That is not cool.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
Not a small feat to do there.
That's very nice. No, but fabulous hair. Super jealous. Super jealous of the curls. Your name is Zach.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about you. Where do you live?
Currently, I'm in Tennessee. Well, technically Virginia. I'm in a town that is literally right on the line. It's like half the town's in Tennessee, half's in Virginia.
So you can be two places at once if you wanted to be.
Yeah, and the state street, literally they have plaques that have a line down the side, and there's like Tennessee, Virginia. In fact, there's a Geico commercial where they walk down that.
My gosh, your town's claim to fame.
Oh yeah, super famous.
Geico is you've made it. They have the best commercials. Okay, what do you do in kind of Tennessee?
Currently, I work at Starbucks and I do photography. My life got sort of really turned upside down this past year and had to do a whole bunch of life changes.
Okay.
Because everything went crazy. That's the short version.
Yep, that is, I feel like that is worth 1,000 words. Do you feel like you're getting your bearings again?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What kind of photography do you do?
I really like theater photography. That's sort of like my little niche photography. So I've done a lot of like headshots type things for theater actors. In fact, are you a fan of Marvel?
Yeah.
Do you know who Jonathan Majors is?
The name sounds familiar.
He plays the new big bad, like at the end of Loki.
Yes. Yeah.
I spent a summer working at a theater where he was still a Juilliard student, but like he's on the back of my business card because I got to do a lot of stuff with him.
Was he nice?
He was very nice.
Okay, good. That's always good to hear.
Oh yeah, he's.
Oh my god. How did you get into that? Did you just because you just liked theater and you liked photography?
I did theater first, and then I started doing photography, and then in college I sort of merged those two to where I went to do like master carpentry things for theaters, but I went and said, hey, I do carpentry, but really you want me to take pictures for you. And so I did that for a little bit.
Okay. God, what a cool line of work to get into.
Yeah, it's fun. And it's just always a different story, getting to help tell the stories and staying behind the scenes.
Yes, oh, for sure. Yeah. And I'm sure it never, ever, ever gets boring.
No,
it's always
so
changing.
In fact, I did some volunteer work at the theater here too to do their shows.
Fun. Oh no, we're out of time. Oh, God, somebody yelling in my ear like, Amelia, the time's running out. I really like Zach. What a cool person. Oh, I wish that I had more time to ask him questions. I feel like I'm high-strung and Zach is very not high-strung. That's feedback I've given 3 times now. But it's true. I feel like I want to like hang out with Zach and be friends, but I don't know about like a compatibility feature to that dynamic. Kyle Weger.
There she is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Wonderful.
Where did you end up going?
I am in Salt Lake City at the moment, and as you know, I'm traveling to Vegas, but like I came to the Radisson because they have free public Wi-Fi, and my Airbnb wasn't like all that great for the Wi-Fi. I didn't want to make sure I had like a clear path to Amelia.
I appreciate the effort that you put into this conversation.
Yeah, I did not want to like have a spotty, weird connection with like hiccups for like something this epic.
I know. I'm so happy that you're doing this. I'm so like seeing your face is like another calming moment in this for me.
So I cheated, Amelia. I went and put my headphones on, and I've been watching all of your other dates. And not gonna lie, there's some good dudes on here. There's some good. There's like some really nice men on here. I do not envy your position at all.
Nope. Yeah, no. It's a good problem to have, and a problem nonetheless.
Right, like, oh, I'm so pretty and hot, and all these men on TikTok want to date me. Oh, it's so tough being.
You are one to talk, Kyle Weeder. Tell me, so are you road tripping to Vegas?
Yeah, so I took my car from Denver to Salt Lake. I'm staying in Salt Lake. I got an Airbnb tonight for this because I wanted to make sure I had like good Wi-Fi connection for our virtual date. And then I go to Vegas in 2 days, and I'll be there for a month. I have some questions for you.
Please go.
May I? Because Amelia, so obviously, like, I feel like you and I kind of got started on TikTok around the same time, and I immediately followed you. I'm like, I think I love this woman. Like, I think she's amazing, and your content's awesome. One thing I don't know about you though is like, okay, so I know what you like in men. I know what you don't like in men, clearly. We both kind of have the same preference of like dudes are stupid. I would be more curious, like, what is the one thing you would probably change about yourself in terms of like mental health or like things that you know was a flaw? Like, what would you do if you could change anything? And by the way, there's 25 seconds, so keep it tight.
I have an answer prepared. I talked to my therapist about this yesterday.
Oh, good.
Every single red flag that comes up is like a nope for me, and I really need to change it. And so I'm trying to call them yellow flags. If something is like a red flag.
So you write someone off super quick, even though they might have a chance.
Oh, Kyle! I would love to. I have such a huge crush on Kyle. That's not to say that this is rigged at all, but Kyle is one of my favorite people ever. And what a great question to ask. One of my questions on here to ask, so I'm going to put someone else under the hot seat. I think I know who I'm going to ask a similar question to. But I mean, Kyle is just phenomenal. No complaints. It's a hard yes. He knows.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. I'm gassing out a little bit, but I'm having a lot of fun.
I imagine. I'm like, I get to come in fresh, and you get to be here after having to psych yourself up. So
you have a bit of an advantage. You're like, yeah, you're coming into this new, so you don't have to.
I know.
My brain is kind of running out of steam, but I'm so happy to see your face.
It's like normal dating, but on crack. You know, it's like I get burnt out on going on first dates, and this is only like, all right, boom, 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 here you go. But it's fun. It's different in school. I like it.
I think that it's really unique. I know that it's really unique to be able to see somebody like moving in real time and not have to judge them based on just like a photo, because anybody can look like anything in a photo.
Or their profile, right?
Is that a cat?
It is a cat. This is my buddy Yukon.
Yukon, what a great name for a cat.
Yeah, he loves to be in all of my business. All of my coworkers know him very well. So he is also on this date. Say hi, bud.
Hi, baby. It's nice to meet you. I wish my cat's being a loner somewhere. She's upset that I'm not feeding her whenever she asks me to, but she's off somewhere. I'm a new cat mom.
Oh, congrats. I'm sorry, and also congrats.
She is such a great cat. I'm only fostering for a year, but cats are they're underrated. I was brought up as a dog person, so I had this like cat hate idea in my head, and once you meet one good cat, it changes your mind on cats.
Really does. It really does.
Yeah. Okay, tell me about what do you do for work?
I work for the city of Seattle. I know. I'm like the youngest person there. I do data privacy, so I protect our privacy as residents of Seattle, and I do oversight on surveillance technologies to make sure the city's not spying on you. So,
thank you for your service. My God. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that you're in Seattle. I love that.
Yes, I am. I've been here since 2017. I moved here from Florida, and I'm never going back to Florida. So,
Where in Florida are you from?
Orlando.
Okay, all right. I have a place in Boca, so I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. Not as much as I want to be, but quite a bit.
It's a good place to visit, not to
Yes.
live. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Totally know what you mean. Okay, very cool. That's a very important and exciting job.
It is. It's very fun. I was gonna ask what you do, but there's only 20 seconds left.
I work in digital marketing. I mean,
Okay,
just like everybody else in Seattle.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You have a very catchy online persona, so it
Thank
seems
you
like you're
so
good.
much. Oh my God. Okay, it is so nice talking to you. I hate
Yes.
that we're already out of time. Thank you for
I
introducing
know.
me to UConn.
Yes, you're very welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Oh, this is such a great person. I have so many more questions. So I'm gonna say yes. There are some people from Seattle. I was not expecting to be talking to people that live in Seattle. What an exciting time to be alive. Y'all. The person that's kind of a little nervous for the person that's coming up. Anyway, so excited to talk to Amari again. Love UConn, and Mike Meows is also gonna love UConn. Lord. Look at that being Denning.
Amelia! What's up, girl?
This is really bizarre to see you, like, moving.
I know, right? You just see me like this.
Yeah, I see a bunch of pictures of you like that, and that's where it ends. Denning, I wish that I, like, had time to nap before talking to you, because I feel like I won't be able to keep up with you.
I feel like, are you exhausted right now? I feel like
A
you've
little
gone
bit.
through a lot of dudes so far.
Yeah, everyone's been so easy to talk to. I was expecting to be more gassed at this point. I'm a little tired, but you've energized me.
I wrote you a song. Well, I wrote you the beginning of a song. Here, let me just...
Denning.
Just,
Oh my God.
Amelia, yeah. I only wrote the first word of the song.
How did you come up with that first word?
It took a lot. It took me a lot.
We really left you on a cliffhanger there, huh, squad? That is unfortunately where the recording cut off. But it turns out that that was actually a good cliffhanger to leave off on, and I will tell you why. Everybody that participated in this went out of their comfort zone to be a part of this, and it means the entire world to me. Everybody was so freaking nice to me, and it meant the world. And knowing how nerve-wracking it was, and Denning going above and beyond and making a complete ass of himself in my beanie, nonetheless, it just really meant a lot. Our chemistry felt good. I really liked his energy. So, Denning, 30-minute date on teleport? Please don't turn me down. That would be really embarrassing after all of this. Thank you, everybody, for making this so difficult for me to choose, because everybody was just so fantastic.